some questions. Follow us.
Okay.
Briefly tell us your name, your program, and what you're doing now.
I'm currently on, my name's Mark. I'm in 4th year CS and I'm currently on co-op.
What is your favorite song at the moment?
My favorite song is The Moon by Moon Sujin.
What are 3 things you can't live without?
Food, friends, and family.
What is your most used emoji?
Let me think about this one. Probably the skull emoji. Yeah,
Cats or dogs?
dogs.
What's your MBTI?
What's an MBTI?
What has been your biggest impulse purchase?
Probably a trench coat up in the 800s that I still have yet to wear for the first time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very stylish. What is your favorite dish?
Favorite dish? I have a lot of favorite foods, but I think right now I'm craving poutine.
Okay. What is one of your nicknames?
Most people call me Fishy online, because that's my internet alias. Why Fishy? Because I like to swim.
How long have you been swimming?
I swam competitively for 8 years and I stopped after high school.
If you were trapped during a zombie apocalypse, where would you hide?
At home? Yeah.
What is your go-to karaoke song?
Go-to karaoke. Probably like a Disney song. I like the Aladdin one, A Whole New World.
Describe the perfect day for you.
The perfect day is probably waking up at 9, getting out of bed at 10, having brunch, and then either doing work or whatever I need to do, and then hanging out with friends for the rest of the day, having dinner, ideally at a restaurant because my cooking is not great, and then finishing off the day with games or just relaxing, watching TV, watching YouTube, listening to music. Yeah, and then going to sleep at, say, 2 a.m.
What is a game that you've recently been playing?
Recently, I got into Call of Duty Mobile. It's a pretty dumb game, honestly. Also, I got into this traffic control game on my phone. Yeah, so I'm more of a mobile gamer now. I don't have that much time for the big games. I used to play Valorant, kind of quit that though.
Other than CSC, what other clubs and activities are you part of?
Other than CSC, honestly, not many clubs. I think CSC is the main club I've associated with, and yeah, become dedicated to CSC. I did join Data Science Club for a bit. I did join some cooking club things, K-pop club things, but not anymore.
What's the most spontaneous thing you have done recently?
Most spontaneous thing, buying 14 Starbucks cake pops. Yeah.
What's your favorite place to eat on campus?
Favorite place to eat in the university? Probably DC Bites, the poke bowls. I think those are the best.
How about off campus?
Off campus, If I'm hungry, probably 168, the sushi buffet. If I'm not that hungry, probably Nuri Village.
Those are for the. Alright, so where are we standing right now?
We're on the bridge between MC and M3.
Awesome. So now we're going to ask you some more introspective questions. So, what was your role in CSC and how has CSC impacted your university life?
I've taken on many roles at CSC. In first year, I was just a general member. In second year, I was a moderator for Discord and a CodyBot developer. In third year, I was a team lead, executive, and office manager. And now in fourth year, I'm secretly helping out with class profile, but I'm also trying to take some time off and actually have a break where I do nothing. CSC has been less of a club and more of a family. I think I met most of my friends through CSC, and coming on and off from co-ops, I can always go back to CSC and find those same people there and always do fun things together.
Awesome. What have been some of your favorite courses you've taken, and how about like your least favorite as well?
It's an interesting question. Most people might hate Math 239 the most, but I think it's actually my favorite one. It was the most rewarding course because it offered the greatest challenge and the greatest joy after like solving something. It might also be my least favorite course though, because it was really painful. But Stats 231 was by far the worst. I don't think I understand any of it even right now. And thankfully it was online.
If you were to pick any other program major, what would you have studied?
I don't think I'd pick a different one because I think CS is the best one. If I had to pick, maybe software engineering because they have like cohorts, so you can like stay with the same people throughout university.
If you could go back in time, what would you tell Mark of first year?
Oh, many things. Don't be such a nerd. Go to maybe a party. Go have fun at various opportunities. Don't stay at home and play games. Don't take Music 246 because you'll get 65. Don't don't eat 24 lines of Laziz because your stomach will be very upset. What else? Oh, maybe take an enriched class, one of those advanced courses. I feel like a lot of people say a lot of good things about them, but it's something that I can't try anymore. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. Who is your hero or someone you look up to?
A lot of my peers are very respectable. They're very intelligent, hardworking, and I think also my parents, I feel like they are a very good model for myself to work hard, to try to live or study in a way not just for myself.
What motivates you to work hard?
The initial answer is money, but I think it's also the prerequisite to be able to provide for your family, for your future life. I think that's the main motivation.
Describe your dream job.
dream job, work from home, 6 figures, minimal hours. That's about it.
What do you consider to be your biggest strength?
Biggest strength. Let me think about this one. Probably indifference. I think there's a lot of things that people care a lot about, like loving their job, like the highest GPA. A lot of things that are important, but I seem to not pay much attention to. I think that's one of my strengths. It doesn't give me a burden, so I don't feel stressed about a lot of things that other people might stress about.
And what would you consider to be one of your weaknesses?
I might also say indifference. I find myself having trouble comforting people, or when I say things, it'll come out in a somewhat toxic way. I find it annoying when people come to me with a bunch of their problems that are irrelevant to me, and when I don't care about them, it just seems really rude. Yeah.
Okay. And for the last question, what would you consider to be your greatest achievement so far?
My greatest achievement is probably being where I am today, given the amount of effort I put in. I don't think I worked very hard in high school or even currently in university, but I'm still doing well, passing all my classes, have a very tight group of friends. And everything is going well.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, Mark. We hope to hear from you soon.
No problem. Thanks for having me.